There's a photo I have. I keep it in a drawer. I try not to take it out very often. In it, I'm in a hospital bed. IV in one arm, iPhone in the other. I'm about to give birth. The nurse pops in to say, Kim, what can I get for you? I say, just a second. I need to hit send on this email. I was present physically, but not emotionally. Suddenly, a contraction kicks in, and with it, a jolt of clarity. What am I doing? Why am I working during childbirth? To understand that moment, you have to know the journey that took me there. I had spent over 10 years in media and TV. I had broken national TV news stories. I've produced content for Netflix, and I launched the first ever video unit for Us Weekly magazine. When I launched that video unit, I was 5 months pregnant and loving it. I got to build something out of nothing. I got to hire an entire team, launch a brand new studio. I felt like I had made it. I was living the dream. But somewhere between the blur of studio lights and deadlines, the clear picture of me started to disappear. So there I was, 9 months pregnant, answering emails during labor. I had to ask myself, is this it? Is this what success looks like? And if it is, do I still want it? That question stirred in me something not just about work or ambition, but about identity. Yes, I wanted a career that I'm passionate about, but I really want to see my kids more than just a quick kiss at night after a long day of work. So I launched my own business on my own terms. I help people communicate their value through video. Communication is everything, and video is everywhere. Who here hasn't been on a Zoom meeting, crafting an elevator pitch, or creating content for social media? How you present yourself both offline and online can make all the difference. But as I shifted into founder mode, there was one little catch. If I was going to teach people to show up on video, I had to show up too. That was a new challenge. I'm going to remind you, I was not new to video. I had trained hundreds of people to be on TV, to be on video. I had produced thousands of hours of content for media and TV. But when it came time for me to show up, all of the doubts emerged. I started to think, what if I sound cringy? What if I seem like a wannabe influencer? What if people start to notice how much my eyes dart around when I talk? But having trained so many people to be on TV, regular folks, celebrities, I knew that I was not alone. When we hold up a camera lens, it is like holding up a mirror to our deepest insecurities: fear, imposter syndrome, a childhood trauma, a desire to be liked, your asymmetric ears. Video is powerful, but it's also vulnerable. That is why I really dislike when people give the advice, just be natural. If you're about to make a video, just be natural. What happens when you tell a toddler to smile naturally for a photo? They give you this frozen, awkward grin because there's nothing natural about smiling on command. And similarly, there's nothing natural about talking to your phone or talking to a camera lens. It's like, hey, grab that water bottle. Why don't you go talk to it? But we do, because we know that our message matters, and we believe in the power of video. Through my years in media and TV, I have created the 4 C's. These are a way to tune down the negative voices and amp up your message. The first C is confidence. Without confidence, you can't have a strong message or a great video. But I don't mean the fake it till you make it kind of confidence. I see it like this. We start out in supermodel mode. We think there's a spotlight on us, and everyone is inspecting us, our face, our voice, our hair. But we have to shift into teacher mode. A teacher is at the head of the classroom. They're not thinking about their hair. They're only focused on their message. So when you shift attention off of yourself and onto your message, that's going to build that confidence. The next C is clarity. With so much content out there, it is so important to be clear and get to your point quickly. Here's a little tip, something you can do tonight. A little lesson from my TV years. Take something you've written, an elevator pitch or a video script, and remove 30%. It's going to be sharper and more compelling. I also have a 1-for-1 rule, meaning one video, one message. The next C is consistency. You do not need to go viral, but you do need to go again and again and again. Expecting to gain a following from one video is like going to the gym one time, coming home and saying, "Where's my six-pack?" It just takes repetition. If you've ever heard the song, "I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down." If you've ever heard that song, you've never heard that band's second song, because they are a one-hit wonder. I don't want you to be the Chumbawamba of video content. The band's name is Chumbawamba. Now you can go win at trivia. The last C is creativity. You do not need flashy or fancy tech, but you do need to think like a journalist. Ask yourself, would this pique my curiosity? Would I lean into this video? That is the sort of creativity that will make compelling content. Even with all the tools and knowledge, sometimes showing up will be scary. I know it was for me. But mastering video is about building your skill set, shifting your mindset, and being consistent. Mastering video is not about alleged perfection. It's about fighting fear and moving forward. I was recently at a karaoke night with my daughter. She does not like public speaking. But that night, as we were watching the kids on the stage, I could see in her face a look of hesitation and ambivalence. And she said to me, "Mom, I kind of want to sing, but I'm not sure." And I said, "Do you see those kids up there? They're not brave. Those are theater kids. They love being on a stage. But if you did it, you'd be brave, because you're feeling the fear and you might do it anyway." A few minutes later, she walks up to the stage, she grips the microphone, and she starts belting out Katy Perry's Roar. I was so proud. I still get goosebumps. And I was there to witness it. That is what I want for every single person who is too afraid to show up, to feel the fear and hit record anyway. I'm so passionate about video because it has changed my life. It has allowed me to create a business that I love, be present for my kids, and share my voice in a way that feels natural. Video has also showed me that I am brave. So I have an assignment for you. Make a video. It does not have to be perfect. It does not even have to be public. Just take your phone, say, "Hello, my name is. Something I like to do for fun is." It may feel like a small step, but it is a powerful one. And the world needs to hear your voice. Remember, bravery doesn't always roar. Sometimes it just hits record. Thank you.